In November 2019, NCP Supremo Sharad Pawar pulled a fast one on the Bharatiya Janata Party, and the result, after a long-drawn political drama, was the Maha Vikas Aghadi government with Shiv Sena's Uddhav Thackeray as the chief minister. But the Shiv Sena, NCP, and Congress government has been in the eye of a storm because of their ideological contradictions ever since they joined hands to keep the BJP at bay. Fast forward to May 2020, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray is faced with the twin challenge of managing the coronavirus pandemic, a rather massive one in Maharashtra, as well as keeping the government afloat. With almost 62,000 cases, including close to 2,000 deaths, Maharashtra accounts for over one-third of total COVID-19 numbers in India. Earlier this week, Sharad Pawar's meeting with Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Koshyari and then Rahul Gandhi's statement that Congress is not a key decision maker in the Maharashtra government set off a flurry of political speculation about the future of the MVA government. So, on this episode of Political Pearls, we discuss if the Maha Vikas Aghadi government will survive COVID-19 pandemic or fall to its own ideological contradictions. And therefore, let me begin by welcoming my guests on the program this evening. Nawab Malik, a senior NCP leader and a minister in the Maharashtra government, of course, a legislator. Shaina NC, treasurer and spokesperson for the Bharatiya Janata Party. Sudhir Suryavanshi, journalist and author of the book Checkmate, How BJP Won and Lost Maharashtra. And of course, our political editor, Bhavna Vij Arora. A very warm welcome to all four of you, and thank you so much for joining us here on Political Pulse. Mr. Malik, let me begin by asking you, the numbers are of course alarming in Maharashtra, over 62,000 positive cases. I want to understand what exactly is the status of testing right now, because everybody has been talking about aggressively testing. If you could just shed some light on the number of tests that the Maharashtra government is currently doing, and what could be the major reason behind such towering numbers in the state, Mr. Malik?
Definitely, the number is very much high, but you cannot measure the situation with the numbers. You have to measure with the mortality. What is the rate of mortality? How many people are dying? I think that percentage is mortality is somewhere 3.2, and slowly, gradually, it is reduced. I think the way aggressively we had tested the cases, that's why number is high. Many of the states, they are having mortality rate of somewhere 9%, 8%, and more than that. But here, definitely, in beginning, the people from the abroad landed in the country and they bring the corona. Out of 25 lakh people who landed in the country, is near about 50 lakh people landed in the state of Maharashtra. First case we got in Pune, Shirdi, not in the Mumbai city. In beginning, where the cases has been detected, the people came from America, different part of the world, and their servant, their driver has been detected. So situation is absolutely under control, and some of the opposition parties are criticizing us, but the ICMR, Central Health Ministry, had praised the way the Mumbai has been controlled, the work has been done, are praised by the central government.
I want to bring in Shaina. Shaina, the charge on the Bharatiya Janata Party is that at this critical juncture, when the entire country is together fighting a pandemic, the charge against BJP is that it is trying to dislodge a government in Maharashtra right now, a government which is under Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray. And if that is not the case, how exactly would BJP have, if they, let's say they were in power with Shiv Sena, how would they have fought the pandemic, and what exactly they would have done that these three parties have not been able to do, Shaina?
So absolutely not. This is a exceptional condition. It's a crisis that humanity is facing at large. You asked what we would do differently. I'll tell you a couple of things. There would be far more testing, there would be far more tracing, and there would be far more treatment. Our only question as opposition to this Maha Vikas Aghadi is you had lockdown 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is the infrastructure? You take a smaller state like Orissa and you see how well prepared they are. It is shocking and appalling to see 60,000 cases in our state, which was definitely going to cross a couple of lakhs in the next 2-3 weeks as we see the numbers escalating. We're not in a competition as to what Gujarat has done or what Rajasthan has done. The Prime Minister himself complimented many non-BJP states when he was interacting with chief ministers. But there is a collapse, an administrative collapse. You have the bureaucracy speaking in one tone where the bureaucracy is fighting with each other. The three parties, you have Rahul Gandhi saying that, he has no questions to be answered on Maharashtra because it's a different government to that of Rajasthan and Punjab. That's no explanation. Our point is simple. You have a pandemic which we have to fight collectively. And coming to your point, BJP is not interested in destabilizing this government. We'd be stupid if we want to. We are only here to address the core issue of health. When we talk about the health care sector, please look at the opinions independently of the medical fraternity who say they cannot strive and function in this kind of a warlike zone if they don't have the cooperation of the administration. And when I say the administration, the political class clearly needs to be accountable if you're heading the state. The Prime Minister has given 28,000 crores, whether it's Jan Dhan Yojana, whether it is to the farmers, or whether it's procuring of wheat, pulses and rice, and all of which Devendra Fadnavis has highlighted in a press conference saying specifically what has been given to the state. I think we need to get our act together, and time is running out. We talk about time and patience. This is not the time for us to sit on individual points, but we can collectively ensure that the Mumbaikar and people in Maharashtra are not suffering.
Absolutely. I want to also shed some light on the fact that Mumbai, which happens to be the worst hit city in the country right now. Do you think that we should give some credence to the fact that it is one of the most densely populated cities, and therefore the number of cases happens to be such a large, in the city of Mumbai? What do you have to say about that? And then, of course, I'm going to get Shahid.
You're absolutely right, but the BMC has collapsed. You cannot have dead patients in KEM and Sion Hospital on beds adjacent to that of COVID patients. What does that speak of the administration? You cannot have lynchings in Palghar and Nanded and say there is no law and order situation. You cannot have Dharavi, which is a time bomb as we speak, where there is no testing. And if you're going to hide numbers, we don't even know what the actual cases are to treat, or for that matter, to go further. So if we are going to fight a pandemic, it has to be like a warlike situation where you have multiple agencies in tandem. And that's exactly what our leader of opposition has been saying. Forget comments of who's been praising the railways minister, who's not. Even the migrant issue, what did they do? They put people in buses and dropped them off to the borders of Maharashtra and said, now fend for yourself. Where is the interstate coordination? Where is the center state coordination?
Shana, yes. Let me get Mr. Malik on that, because Mr. Malik, if I may have you on screen, the criticism is that there is an administrative collapse.
See what the criticism has been made by the BJP spokesperson. Whether BJP is going to certify, or the agencies who are looking after the issue, ICMR, and the Health Ministry of the central government, if they are satisfied, they said the Mumbai model should be implemented in entire country. What is that? They are fools? Or BJP people doesn't know who they are? I think criticism made by the Bharatiya Janata Party nothing but a political game. In such a situation, they had made a protest. What is the intention behind the protest? How many doctors from the Bharatiya Janata Party? They have a lot of doctors in their own party. Whether they came forward that we are ready to serve the people of Mumbai and Maharashtra? No, not a single BJP doctor or doctor cell of Bharatiya Janata Party come forward to support the people of Maharashtra. Regarding the package, it is a mandatory duty of the center. What the scheme they had announced earlier, whether it is Kisan Samman Yojana or food security bill is there, providing this kind of a support to the people of India, is a package. No, nothing has been done. How many ventilators they had supplied to the state? What they had given financial support to the state? I think we are facing the situation. We are doing a good job, which is praised by the central agency. As far as Mumbai is concerned, many of the videos circulated in the Mumbai city in social media the dead bodies are there. You know that in such a situation, a patient is admitted in a hospital, relatives are in a quarantine center. They are not in a position to come and take the position of dead body for the last ride. So this,
Acha,
in such a situation, definitely the dead body is very big there. But we had done our best. Some of the cases, they are saying that our dead body has not given to us. They were in the
Hmm.
quarantine center in such a situation when the last ride has done by the government authorities or NGOs. The objection is also there. So we are handling the
All right.
situation. We are created more beds. Even we ask the Kerala people, the doctors and
Hmm.
the nurses are coming from the Kerala. We are
Hmm.
ready with well-equipped temporary hospital with some uh, emergency when ICU mobile
Acha,
units,
Mis-
and definitely
Sure,
they
sure.
Mr.
will
Mr.
be
Malik,
Malik,
activated in a
uh,
short time.
Mr. Malik, I would like to come in before Sudhir comes in. I just wanted to ask you, your leader, Mr. Sharad Pawar, he's probably the tallest leader in the country as of now, probably, and the shrewdest also. And so many leaders from other parties also look up to him for advice and everything. So at this juncture, when the government is anyway on a shaky wicket, so how do you explain Mr. Pawar's visit to the governor? Because we all know that Mr. Pawar doesn't do anything, just for courtesy. So how do
There
we
is no, though this Seki victory is a gossip floated by the Bharatiya Janata Party senior leaders. A leader in Bharatiya Janata Party known as Bhupendra Yadav.
hmm,
Every day he is gossiping, asking the media to person, see something will be happening in the state of Maharashtra. Even Om Mathur has given some kind of a gossip to the people in the Delhi media circle. I think this all things are gossip. BJP was claiming within 3 months this government will be collapsed. Yesterday we have completed 6 months. Definitely we will complete the tenure. As far as the visit to the Raj Bhavan of Mr. Pawar, Mr. Koshyari, Honorable Governor has called him and he said, since 8 months I'm here, you never meet me. So he said, I'll coming. He went there, he met with him. And the same day, Mr. Raut has went to the resident of Silver Oak, having some kind of a discussion with him on the phone. They had discussed, and Mr. Chief Minister said he's coming to Silver Oak. He said, "Don't come. Many days I have not visited to the Matoshri, so I'm coming." These two visits, people are gossiping that there is a crisis, political crisis in the state of Maharashtra. No, there is no crisis.
so,
We
so
are
then also,
united, and
yes.
government will last for 5 years.
So with the Congress leader, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, also saying, that we are not the decision makers there, we are just supporting the government.
See, definitely what he said, there is no Congress government in the state of Maharashtra. Yes, there is no Congress government in the state of Maharashtra. Here we have a Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi government, coalition government. Definitely not a single-handed government is there. What he want to say, he said, and he is correct. People distort his statement.
So is it like
I,
NCP and Congress want to maintain a distance from the government? Like in case if it falls, the
hmm.
entire blame goes to Mr. Thackeray and it that kind of
No, no,
you
it is a
and
collective. No, it is a collective responsibility. Everything is responsibility with the all three parties. We are in the cabinet. Government is working collectively. Every responsibility is a collective responsibility, and there is no blame that this party or that party. There is no threat to the government. Government will continue for the 5 years. All gossip made by Bharatiya Janata Party, Mr. Om Mathur and Bhupendra Yadav and all state BJP leaders, it will be gossip. They were claiming within 3 months the government will collapse. It will continue and it will complete 5 years.
I think we should bring in
Mr. Malik,
Sudhir
if I
now.
yeah, we can if we can get Sudhir. Sudhir, you have chronicled the entire sequence of events in the lead up to the swearing-in ceremony of Uddhav Thackeray. I want to understand if those conditions on the basis of which the government was formed, and I think the three parties actually took almost a month before the swearing-in ceremony happened. I want to understand if those conditions are intact, because you will probably give us a neutral perspective, and if the three parties are still committed to the alliance. Most importantly, what are you gathering, if I may put it that way?
So, if you say, after the 6 months, whether there are friction within the government, then I will say that in the one word, there is a frictions. There are friction regarding many, case to case basis, like appointing the bureaucrats or the ministers are taken the decision, but the bureaucrats have turned down the decision. There are disgruntlement has been going on within the government. But if you ask whether government will fall now, I will say no, government will not fall now because they are, enjoying the power and they will continue to enjoy the power. Still, Mr. Sharad Pawar is a solid backing to the government. Second thing, as if you see from the opposition point of perspective, whether opposition is as Nawab Malik has said, the opposition has been spreading the gossip in all these things. Opposition, what kind of role opposition should play during the pandemic time? That is the major questions. Opposition can play the constructive role, not the destructive role, because it will spread a negativity and it will create a fear in the mind of the people. Another thing that Mr. Nawab Malik has said, governor asked to meet him because he has not met him and Thackeray has not met him. I think this is, that he can defend the decision. That is, he's a minister of the government, so he can defend. But what I feel as a third person, nobody can meet anybody he has not met during the pandemic time. Then this is not, gossip, meeting a friendly or candid chat to have during the, pandemic time where the cases has been rising, where the deaths has been rising. In this time, we cannot go to meet out and to meet any person if we are not met any person from the last, 2-3 months or something like that. I think there is something has been cooking up, something has been, happening there. But I think it must be in very raw kind of, things has been happening, and that is not, a threat to the government. Government is still stable. If the differences within the government goes up, if the rate between the, three parties, widen up, then there can be a different kind of alignment, which we saw 6 months back. So again, there will be different alignment can happen in the Maharashtra.
All right, all right. Sudhir, yeah.
Sudhir, do you think Mr. Pawar is the key to the entire thing, to keeping the alliance together?
Yeah, he is what we call, he is a pillar of he is an architect. Earlier he was architect, now he is a pillar of this government. Wherever he will move, that their government will happen. There is a disagreement within the government, as I said earlier. Some NCP people feel that they got a very raw deal, tying up with the Congress and the Shiv Sena. They got very, 30% or something like the cabinets and the all ministerial position. If they would have tied up with the BJP, they would have got 50%, something like that. The feeling has been, growing up within some section of the NCP, not entirely. So therefore, it is very interesting to see how the Mr. Pawar manages the entire show, how he pacifies his disgruntled own nephew and other people also. Like he, earlier, when the government was formed, that time he successfully, dealt with his nephew and formed the government. Now it is sole responsibility, and as long as the Mr. Pawar wishes this government will survive, I think 70%, responsibility lies on the Pawar and 30% on Uddhav Thackeray. Uddhav Thackeray decide enough is chief minister. I just want to be part of the government. Think he can go to BJP, but as long as he is enjoying the chief minister, I don't think so he will go with the BJP at this moment.
Shaina, if we could get Shaina, I want to ask Shaina, of course, since the Bharatiya Janata Party happens to be the principal opposition party in Maharashtra, of course, it is going to criticize the way it has, the way Shiv Sena, NCP, and Congress government has handled the COVID-19 pandemic there. But the critics also say that because Maharashtra was a sort of embarrassment for the Bharatiya Janata Party. It won the elections and yet could not form the government. So is it because it was a bitter pill to swallow way back in November, December, that today the BJP has become overtly critical of the way things are currently in the state?
Look, the reality is that the people of Maharashtra didn't really vote for these three parties, and never did they anticipate that NCP, Congress, Shiv Sena would come together. Having said that, that's a democracy. We accept that decision. Let's talk about COVID. What is our agenda right now? It is to fight this pandemic by having better infrastructure, which obviously we've been failed on. And the fact that you had lockdown 1, 2, 3, 4, you had ample time to get systems in place. But it shows you what a political mess it is. You have A not talking to B, B not talking to C, C talking to A through B. It just goes on and on and on. Contrary statements and the absolute collapse as far as Mumbai is concerned. We would have expected much more testing in Mumbai. And you're talking about mortality rate. I really say with a lot of fear that we're not in a competition with any other state, but in the days to come, it is critical that we have political will and leadership, which obviously doesn't seem to be the case. Having said that, we are not here to topple the government, and please let's put an end to all this rumor mongering. And I agree with Nawabji. Anyone can meet the governor. I mean, that's the governor's prerogative, and the person meeting the governor. We are here to deliver in this situation. We are in the opposition, and if you hear Devendra Fadnavis's press conference day before, it will amplify exactly what we're saying. That please ensure farmers are not burdened. Please ensure if you take the migrant issue, it is an end-to-end solution and not being dropped off on the borders of Maharashtra and saying, just fend for yourself. Not blaming constantly the railways when you have Mr. Piyush Goyal on record saying 125 trains were never even asked for. You have Praful Patel of the NCP praising Mr. Piyush Goyal's proactiveness and saying that the trains we demanded were given. But the lacunas in the system, when I talk about coordination, passengers are either being overfilled or there's trains going empty. All of this needs to be systemic communication, and that can only happen through good execution of opposition, where the opposition questions the government if they're doing wrong, but the government being proactive and giving systems and giving lists and then following up.
All right.
Shaina, here,
Sudhir,
I'll just come in. Just a minute.
Sure.
Shaina,
Go ahead, Bhavna. Go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, Shaina, this is fine, but Mr. Thackeray has also been saying that trains are fine and everything, but there is no coordination. That nobody is asking the states. So there's no coordination. Okay, how many trains do you want? When do you want them?
Bhavna,
How many
you've been a
passengers?
journalist long enough. You've been a
Yeah.
journalist long enough to understand what is the process. The center and the state. I've been on multiple debates on the railways. The railways officials themselves have said they have waited and waited for lists to come. The lists come in too late. When it comes, it's executed by the railways, but the follow-up has to be that of the state. And the state has to ensure that the migrants are brought to the railway stations in time, in the correct scenario. So all of that is the administration. And look at the failure of the bureaucracy. You have senior bureaucrats fighting in front of the chief minister, which is public knowledge to all. Is this the way we're going to proceed in a pandemic? You have the municipal commissioner being changed. Well, so do it. But isn't it a little late in the day when you've spent so much time just trying to get your basic infrastructure in place?
Do you think it's the inexperience of the
Yeah.
chief minister?
Absolutely. Forget me
Because
to say it. It's that's in the public domain. I don't even need to comment on it.
You know, you were
think-
saying
I
that,
think
you know,
that's-
even just a minute, Minister Fadnavis has also said that you don't want to topple the government. But Mr. Narayan Rane has tweeted and gone on record to say that there should be president's rule in Maharashtra.
Yeah.
Look, everyone can have independent opinions and nobody is going to contradict that. What is the agenda of the BJP? I'll tell you as our spokesperson. We are only interested in fighting this pandemic. Politics is to be kept on the side, but systems must be in place, and that's the role of the opposition. And we want these checks and balances in the public domain.
Fair enough.
I think we should get Mr. Malik to answer a couple of questions very quickly. Mr. Malik, lack of coordination, lack of experience.
Let me give information to the viewers. As
Go
you
ahead.
know, Disaster Management Act is implemented in the country. What is that act? That act has been made in 18th century when a pandemic situation was there in the country. In this act, every power is with the center. What they decide, people have to do. No political decision, no political bosses have right to do anything. It is the case you have to understand. The British era act, which was made in that time to fight the plague situation or pandemic in 18th century was there. All order has been given from the British Queen or British bosses. The same act is implemented here. All the powers are with the central government. They have to decide how to go ahead, and bureaucrats have to do that only. No other order can be implemented by them. So when this act is there, the time is there to amend this kind of act, which is giving a sole power to the center to give the orders. No state can take any decision on their own. This is the real fact people have to understand. Here people say no political decision is there, no political person involved in the decision making process when this act is implemented or is there in order. So nobody can go beyond that. You have to understand. And now, entire country is controlled by the PMO. What the guideline they decide, we have to follow. We have to go ahead with the decision. This is the situation.
If we could get Sudhir, Mr. Malik has talked about the Disaster Management Act being an archaic one. Shaina is talking about the lack of coordination and lack of experience as far as administrative experience is concerned, of course, for Uddhav Thackeray. Do you think that somewhere down the line, because of the ideological contradictions, even a normal cabinet meeting between the three parties is actually construed as a crisis meeting? If Sudhir could answer that question.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
Any government, if any government is formed, any government has the honeymoon period. So honeymoon period is not only enjoyed by the government, but the people also give the breathing period to the government. So I don't think so. There was any major crisis in the government within the 6 months of this government. There were differences, but there were no crisis. There are difference between the crisis and the differences. There were difference of opinion regarding, as I said, appointing the bureaucrat, taking the decision. As Rahul Gandhi has said, recently, Congress is not a part of the key decision maker. As I will tell the one example, why Rahul Gandhi has said, why he was forced to say something like that. Because I have written the book, so I have interviewed many people while writing the checkmate how BJP won and lost the Maharashtra. While doing this research for this book and now observing this entire unfolding political drama in Maharashtra, when the Sonia Gandhi has said wherever the migrant wants to go, the Congress will pay the fare of the travel fare of the migrant. Then the Balasaheb Thorat of the Congress, Maharashtra Congress President, the Revenue Minister in the government, he has asked the Uddhav Thackeray if the other Congress government has implemented that policy, paying the migrant traveling fare. So we should implement it. Uddhav Thackeray had delayed that decision a couple of days or weeks, something like that. When the Congress put the pressure, then this decision was implemented. Then from the Chief Minister relief fund, the money was released for the travel expenses. There are many such kind of incidents, has been happening in the government. There are differences, but I don't think so. There is, wide differences that can topple the government or government in fall. So, and one more thing I just want to, tell our viewer, Congress and NCP, they have been power from the before this BJP government in 15 years. Compared to this government differences, their time differences, many big differences. Still, the government didn't fall. Anybody came out from walked out from the government. They smoothly run the government. They know how to run the government, how to enjoy the power. There will be differences as long as Congress and NCP, concerned. They will fight for their right, and that is their, rightful decision to fight for their right. And they will get a major pie in their side because three people are in a ring. So everybody will try to get more pie. So to pacify their worker and the party leaders also. That is the strategy. Everybody is following it.
Sudhir, I'll just ask you one thing. So you've been saying that
Sure.
they know how to enjoy power and everything, and BJP has been saying that they'll fall because of the internal contradictions. So do you think that a feeling of enjoying their power is stronger than falling to their contradictions?
See, as I said, I use the honeymoon term. In the beginning, nobody fights, to get apart or to get separated, as long as they are enjoying. If the government is more than 2 years or 1 year, something like that, then dissatisfaction will grow. Now everybody has been given promise and insurance that something will happen. Like the BJP has been giving promise to their single largest party with 105 MLAs. No, this government will fall. We will come in power. So everybody is living in the promises and the assurance given by irrespective of the parties. So they are hoping that something or other thing will happen from this side also or that side also. But if the government is there, so I don't think the government will have any threat, as I said earlier, because they know how to enjoy the power. And this is just 6 months. This is just 6 months. Within the 6 months, nothing can be nobody can even get a divorce after getting married within the 6 months. We also see how the things move up in the future. We try to patch up. We try to console each other. So things moves on. If thing doesn't work out, then the final option is to getting the divorce. And I think the Sharad Pawar, whatever the Sharad Pawar terms dictate to Uddhav Thackeray or the Congress say something like that, like Aditya Thackeray and Uddhav Thackeray said, Congress decision will be Congress will be taken part of their decision. So they will try to find out some amicable solution, golden mean that will be accepted to everybody.
I just want to bring Mr.
Bhavna,
Malik in. Just
Yeah.
one for the last question for Mr. Malik. Mr. Malik,
Sure.
Sudhir, who's written a book and who's a neutral person, who's a journalist, so he says it's a honeymoon period. So do you think, from NCP as an NCP leader, that the government will last for the next 4.5 years? Can you say it for certainty?
Definitely, it will be last for 5 years. Honeymoon period is said. Out of that, 3 months is lockdown. I think honeymoon is a term which is used that in beginning people are happy with the government and no criticism has been made or any kind of a different kind of a demand has been created by the people. I think the term used by Sudhir, honeymoon period, that means early 6 months is always a grace period given to the government. Out of that, 3 months has been a pandemic situation. So definitely we'll go ahead with the common minimum program and government will last for 5 years.
Bhavna, if we could get Shaina one last question and then we wrap it up. Shaina, do you think there has been a disproportionate coverage to Maharashtra because the mortality rate in Gujarat is equally horrible, perhaps even more because it's close to 6%. So because it happens to be it happens to be a state where BJP is not in power, and because of that reason, the state has been given disproportionate coverage in terms of the number of cases as well as deaths.
No, the reality is Maharashtra is the most important state in the country. So obviously it's going to catch a lot of attention. And Mumbai, the way we have handled it from day one, has also caught a lot of attention because there have been other metros which have done a much better job. And I don't think this is about appreciating BJP government or a non-BJP government, because as I said initially, our Prime Minister and the Chief Minister's meet actually praised Ashok Gehlot in Rajasthan, praised Naveen Patnaik in Orissa. So I don't think this is about that. It's about collectively fighting this invisible terrorist and fighting it with proper administration, proper systems in place, and proper political will.
All right, I'm afraid that's all the time that we had for this program. I thank you all for joining us here, and Political Pulse will be back next week. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you.